right now.
I hope you're watching.
Like an
Chuck's shoes. Is it your anus?
Whoa! You need to cut it.
We're a lesbian couple.
Turns into a short sleeve hoodie.
Stop. He's dumb.
Well, then riddle me this. Did you say riddle me this?
I control the camera.
So this is their dog.
I was the fattest.
Well, I did not know that.
Oh my god.
Oh, I didn't even know about this.
Shout out to Spark Notes.
Thanks for watching our podcast. Welcome to tonight's episode of Pick Our Brains, a segment where we talk about anything and everything live and unedited. So tonight, I have something special going on, and I'm very excited that I just want to jump into this. So if you didn't know, the regular show times are Wednesdays, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m., but tonight we made it earlier because I wanted to accommodate our guests tonight. So tonight, I want to introduce you guys to my guests here. Mark, to everybody's left. And to everybody's right, we got Tata, David.
I am Tata.
And I'm your host, Mark Lee. I'm also working everything today because I don't even know. I work my own stuff. So, welcome, guys. How are you guys doing tonight?
Us. Us.
Yeah.
We're doing good. We're doing good. Just a normal day, normal Wednesday. You know what I mean?
I know it's a weird day to do a podcast, like to pick Wednesday, because it's usually on a weekend, because that's when people are usually off. But I don't know. I find Wednesdays to be kind of like, because I work 4 days a week, so Wednesdays, like after the podcast, I'm like, yes, just one day of work.
That's true, actually.
This kind of renews like my work week. You know, it feels like a weekend, even though it's just a couple hours. Because usually I would catch up with you guys on the weekends or something like that. But to this, it's like, very new. But yeah, I'm doing.
Feels like you're gonna wait now.
Sorry, sorry, your sound cut off. Oh no, and you're. Oh, okay. He froze a little bit. Okay. I think it's me though.
Who froze?
You, Mark, just for a little bit, but. Okay, we're good.
Oh, shoot.
Whew. I was scared.
Yeah, this train was kind of jittering.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I hope it doesn't do that. I mean, let's see. Let me try and close some things if I need to. Actually, all I need everything that's up. But it's the first Zoom podcast that I'm trying out. And this is to try and invite more people that have been a part of my life that, you know, due to this pandemic, I mean, even before the pandemic, we couldn't really see each other because, I mean, we're kind of in different areas now and doing different things in our life now that hardly coincide. So, let me start with you, Mark. So, where were you born? Let's start with that. You know, it's such a. Sorry, let me do it like this, like an interview. Like,
let me tell you my life story.
Yeah.
It all began.
Tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself. Just a little quick introduction.
All right. Well, I was born in the Philippines, but left at a very young age. My dad moved to Guam for a job, and we followed him.
By force.
By force, yeah. I was like 6, 7, or 8. I don't remember.
What part of the Philippines?
Manila.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The city.
Yeah. We actually we went on vacation there about 2 years ago. Oh my God, it's been 2 years already.
Nice.
And we were kind of close to where we lived before. So that was kind of cool. After Guam, we all moved to Colton. No, Riverside first, and then Colton, and then back to Riverside. So I've been moving around quite a bit.
Oh, okay. So and now, I mean, you don't have to say where you are at now, but you're further up north, right? Is that
Right now,
yeah? You're further.
I
up
can
north
say
from okay.
I'm in LA.
Okay. LA is so big, like you can't, you won't be able to. Yeah. So, how is that? Living from coming from Philippines to Riverside to one of the biggest cities. How has your life changed doing those phases?
It really wasn't that. Sorry.
Is Guam in Manila?
Oh no. Oh no.
No, Guam is a U.S. territory in the Pacific Ocean.
It's almost like Hawaii, but smaller.
Very small.
I see. All right.
Yeah. And then I moved to California when I was a freshman in high school, so I was kind of already grown up, kind of.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And that kind of it's kind of interesting to me that you actually don't have an accent, because I've seen people that have moved from there and they came here when they were very small and still have a heavy accent. I mean, that kind of it's funny. There's like a
That is because I left before I was 10.
Oh no, we dropped some frames. Yeah, the accent made us drop frames.
Oh no.
No, we're good.
Oh no.
It was pretty good. Okay, so I just wanted a little bit introduction there. So how about you, David?
Yeah.
Let's hear a little bit
All
about
right.
yourself.
So, my name is David. I was born and raised in St. Bernardino Hospital in San Bernardino, California. Moved out to Paris, California in about like 13 years old. Then I just moved down the street to Moreno Valley. Lived in the inland part my whole life. Nothing has been different.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Okay, so you went from basically San Bernardino County to Riverside County. That's
Yeah, pretty much. It wasn't too bad of a change. Just a closer family nearby and everything like that. Parents decided to move out here just to, finally, we made a little bit more money, get out of the ghetto, go into more ghetto, but
yeah,
it's not too bad.
I don't know why, but I feel like San Bernardino would be like the better spot, but I've heard really bad things about it.
Better than where we live currently.
Yeah, no, I know. Wait, do you still live in the same spot? Just
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I'm still in the same exact house as
Oh,
before.
okay.
Yeah.
Dude, you're just right there.
Yeah, I'm just,
Well, I'm not gonna say
just-
where, but
Yeah.
memories.
Oh, yes.
So here's a question that you guys can take turns. How did we meet, and how did you guys meet each other? So who wants to take?
I'll take the lead. I'll take the
Okay.
lead.
All right.
All right. So, do you guys want the nice spicy one, or just the
Whatever you want to
generic
do,
one?
Whatever.
Okay, we're going spicy, y'all.
Let's go.
All right. So, in high school, 10th grade. So in 10th grade, I went to high school with these two neutral friends. They were part of the Asian club with us. They had another neutral friend or mutual friend in the group, but he didn't go to our school. He threw a party at John's Incredible Pizza, and then so we started, high school partying all the way, at John's Incredible Pizza, eating with everybody, stuff like that. Those two friends brought someone along who we had no idea who it was. Long story short, that girl ended up being my girlfriend, and then her brother was Mark.
Hey.
Woo! And then from there, as I met Mark and everything like that, I've realized that me and Mark had very similar interests like anime, Yu-Gi-Oh, video games, stuff like that. I think I met Markley through, we were playing Call of Duty, I think. It was me and Mark playing Call of Duty, and then he introduced me to you first. As we were playing Call of Duty. That's from my memories. Yeah.
You know what? Okay, I just want to jump onto that. I actually don't remember meeting you. I always felt like whenever, every time I spent with you, it was just part of the group.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like initially just part of the group already.
Yeah, because I can't say that like, hey, I'm gonna shake your hand
Yeah.
and meet you properly.
Uh-huh.
But it could have probably been, with the whole church thing, and we
Yeah.
had like the weekly meetings thing. I think that's where I met you though, or we met more since we were in the same region.
Oh,
And you were sort of close to each other
yeah.
in the same city.
Exactly. So how about okay, well you kind of answered it for everybody, but yeah, I was just like, is that how you saw
Yeah.
Mark? Like you that's how you you met him?
That's how I remember meeting him, but I have a different memory for Mark Lee, which
let's
was
go.
Oh,
Let's
yes.
go. Let's go.
I kind of have a history of looking mean.
Agree.
Same as how I met May.
Yeah.
But that day I actually was mean because we met. From what I remember, was at the lake
Yeah.
for a church event.
Yeah. I remember this.
They were having a water balloon fight,
Oh, soul shattering.
and I was not part of that. I was just kind of walking around on my own, and this guy comes running out at me with water balloons, started throwing balloons at me. I'm like, who is this kid? Like, I was like, dude, I have my phone with me. You could have gotten it wet. And this was like way back then, before waterproof phones were even a thing.
Oh, the nice NV2.
Oh my god.
So I
Yeah.
actually just remembered how I actually met Mark though. So in the relationship, she said, "Oh, I want you to meet my brother," and I said, "Oh, okay." Like it's very like nerve-wracking and stuff. You took me to or you took us to wait, what was it called? That one boba like Thai place right across UV. University Village, and then you bought us food, and that's how I remember meeting you physically for that
Is
part.
that place still there?
No, they are, but it's like rebranded 20 times. So it's the same people,
Wait,
different.
is this the Mongo Cafe that?
Yeah.
Okay.
With like the hot pot and
Yeah.
like walnut.
Yeah.
See, I remember
it
Mark's
was-
order too. He ordered walnut shrimp and orange chicken. Like I remember this though. Like it's so small.
So basic.
Man. So speaking back to how I met Mark, I think I remember it just a little bit differently. I thought you were part of it, and so
I'm sure.
So when I threw the water balloon, I felt so bad because you turned around and you said, "I have my phone, you ass."
I do not remember saying that, but that's probably something I would say.
I don't know if that's how it changed in my mind, but then I was like, that's how I remember it. I'm like, oh my, like that was like the worst feeling ever. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm sorry. He had his phone on.
God, I am so sorry.
No.
Yeah,
but
but people who know me know I don't really like outdoors, let alone people.
I'm surprised that you say that because we went on the Redwood trip.
Yeah. Well, it takes a certain group of people to get me to do that, and you people are special. So. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna go back into a little bit later in our friendships where we realized that we had similar interests. And one of that main interests caused us to create a team. I'm air quoting that.
Hey, we were ahead of the time, okay?
We were.
We were too advanced. Imagine now with phones we have and
Exactly.
everything. It was so easy.
So you guys already know what it is, but just for everybody out there, it was called Team Top Deck. And what it was we enjoyed playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm gonna change this to full camera so that we can see chat. I know you guys have been talking you guys have been talking in the chat. So I just want to say, hey, what's up, Eric, Caden, Ariel, Marcel, May, Jaden.
May.
Yeah. May and Caden are like basically here, but so yeah, Team Top Deck. It was a we created a Yu-Gi-Oh team. And the thing about card games is you need money. And we created the team, and we had our favorite decks that we ran, right? I mean, I could name mine was what was mine? Do you guys remember?
Scraps.
Scraps.
Scraps. Markers.
Heroes.
Oh yeah, heroes.
Everything actually.
I tried sticking with it, because it's such a fun game. But
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you guys seen the recent updates. It's much harder.
So the last thing I knew about Yu-Gi-Oh before I actually stopped was when they XYZ was the last thing I learned for Yu-Gi-Oh. So I know they introduced like the whole pendulum thing,
Yeah.
and that's where I just stopped. Like I was like, oh, that's too much. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't really get into pendulums either.
So I looked it up recently. When I say recently, probably like a year ago, and they have this new thing. They have this new thing that's I forgot what they're called, but you can't spam the field anymore.
Yeah, it's like very limited now of how you play. Like from what I know, like I don't know much, but all my little brother said was just don't play it anymore. That's what it's
Or play the OG style, like
Yeah,
very
just go-
OG before Xyz, like only during like fusion.
Yeah. Oh no, I can't. Synchros are something else.
Okay. Okay. Synchros. I would allow synchros, I guess. But
Is it now like dual links
Yeah.
where you only have
yeah.
3?
Yeah. So it's not only 3. I think it's you have to unlock spaces that you can special summon in. Yeah. So it's like that. But oh, hey, what's up, Mom?
Oh, mama.
Hello.
So yeah, it's gone through. We have like old videos. Have you guys watched those in a while?
I do actually watch the videos still, because the prank one I watched just for how fat I was to look back on. Because I would wear my hoodie, my like khaki joggers, which I still have today, but then like the way I like showed myself back then was kind of like I look back on it to see how like disturbing I was back then compared to like now. That's the only reason I watch it.
I don't think I found it disturbing, but I guess it's
Yeah.
your personal thing.
Yeah, it was back then when I was a little like on the cockier side, I guess, like more I don't know, but I look back on it as like a reflection more than to laugh at, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Remind yourself where you came from or something.
Hell
like
yeah.
that?
It's crazy. It's been a long journey since what, 8 years ago? Yeah.
and I can't believe it's been 8 years.
Yeah.
I know.
It doesn't
me
feel
neither.
like 8
It doesn't
years.
feel like it. That's like, even though we haven't talked like for such a long time, it's very natural because we know like you said in the very beginning of this, you said like, oh, these are the important people in your lives. You know what I mean? Like these are the people that you had throughout your life, and no matter what, this conversation is like natural to us. It's not awkward or anything like that, which is really good.
Yeah, and I feel like when you've had that type of relationship, it doesn't matter how long you haven't talked. You
Yeah,
know? It's just
definitely.
that's just more stuff to talk about, to catch up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So May has a good question, and that was basically where I was gonna go to next.
Oh.
What are you guys doing now? So, last we left off, when we last saw each other, we were all doing
Last
kind
known
of
each
something
other.
different.
I was working at Lollicup still when we last spoke, and then yeah, I think that's where I left off.
And
I was working as a dental assistant back then, and then I moved.
I think I was still working with accounting, but I was in a different position,
Mhm.
But yeah, things have changed, and occupations have changed, and I'm excited because I already know. But so let's start with you, Mark. What are you doing now?
Well, now I am working as a nurse.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I
I've
was,
been
I was
at
gonna.
it for a year now. I graduated about 2 years ago, and it took a while to actually find a job. But
Oh man.
I have one now that I really love doing. So,
You have a lot of OT right now too.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
and I'm tired all the time.
Yeah. I bet.
I work 3 days a week, but
Yeah.
my off days I'm just asleep on the couch
Yeah.
for the most part.
Well, I'm glad you took the time to. If you guys didn't know, he actually took the time to actually do the cast because he actually does have work tomorrow. So we are ending strictly at 9.
Tonight,
So
I go in
thank
at
you.
1 o'clock.
Oh, 1 o'clock?
1 a.m. Yep,
Oh.
that's when I clock in.
Oh, okay.
I took several naps today, so I should be okay.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right. How about you, David? What are you doing now?
All right. So I went from Lollicup, as a cook in the back, into basically, long story short, I started my own brand, like clothing and stickers and all this. So I
Nice.
took the stimulus check and I
Check this
said,
Shindig.
I don't want to work in a restaurant anymore. So I took that, I ran with it, started a brand, started with a 1,500 startup, and then now we're going crazy. So I can't even keep up.
Wow.
Which is good.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
So-
I owe it all to my past jobs though, because after everything, I became a server at Jen Korean Barbecue. From there, I served for about 5 years there. But in that process of serving, like with customer service and everything, I've met so many people, like other people who would ask me like, "Oh, do you want another job, or do you want this and that?" I do this and whatever. So I actually kept all those contacts, and I was like, you know what? I actually know a lot of people now. So let's try it out, and yeah, pretty good.
So okay, I'm.
Hold
pretty
on. Sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Your mom says your sound is too soft.
I think I turned it up. How does it sound? I mean,
It
I don't know.
sound
if
fine
it-
to me,
Oh, okay.
but I don't know how it sounds on stream.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I turned it up, so hopefully we're good.
Alright.
I think I know how you got the name, but how did you
Mhm.
get Shinderu apparel?
Okay, so for the viewers who don't know, Shinderu means like did you die or go die or something with death related stuff, because you do have to add words before or after to make it into a phrase. But the consensus of the brand is to die. The story behind the brand goes, I had a coworker, he kind of blew up as a cosplayer, and then from there he was going through a breakup, I was going through a breakup at the same time, and we took care of each other pretty much, and, through depression, through everything like that. So we decided that, okay, we had a chance where we could have ended our lives, but then we were gonna say, nah, we have each other, let's keep each other going. So long story short, we wanted to make our brand into a meaning of like good person in a way. So we chose Shinderu. Like we could have went any route. We could have went the car route. We could have went like any other thing. But since we're only like a brand new brand, first few months we only try to get our name out there as like what we are. But then moving forward this year, we're gonna try to bring in that message as well. So most of my funds, like from sales, actually goes into suicide prevention charity.
Nice.
So yeah. So I mean, that's the big picture. The big thing is I want to go in that really deeply, like invest myself into that like really big. But yeah,
Hey,
it's
Bucky.
Baki.
Hey, what's up, Baki?
Hey.
Happy belated
He was like the
birthday.
honorary member of Team Top Deck.
Happy belated birthday.
Happy belated. It was like
belated,
yesterday,
yeah.
right? Yeah,
So
it's the honorary member.
Let me go into the browser. Oh, I see you guys here. But I wanted to go into the browser and show you guys the Shinderu website. Just a little snapshot. So, how did you guys? Did you guys like meet these cosplayers, or
Okay,
Who are the people in the
so
photos?
so the cosplayer that's my best friend currently.
Mhm.
You know, we all go through different best friends. My current best friend, his name is Fung. He went by Funimations on Instagram. He was one of those like male lewd type of cosplayers, like abs and everything like that. He's the one that's like, if you click on tops, and then you can see him in the black shirt that's sold
Oh, okay,
out.
that's him right
So
there.
yeah, that's him, and
So
the one next to it
he's
is
not
him
for
as
sale
well.
anymore.
No, he's not for sale, unfortunately. But yeah. So I mean, luckily, we're the one that went through that, depression together. Like even though he's still blowing up on IG for his cosplay and stuff like that, deep down inside, social media shows different.
Yeah,
So from
social
there,
media is basically
oh,
like
it's a fluke.
facade.
It's a shape fluke. But yeah,
Yeah.
So basically, like me and him, we've been best friends since we were like coworkers at Gen. And then from there, he ended up doing the cosplay scene, even with working in Anime Expo, all that. He networked himself already to meet all these other cosplayers. So basically, his name in the cosplay world is kind of popular, I could say.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty big because like he's one of the most humble and like friendliest cosplayers you meet. He's not the one with like the big ego where like people line up for him. He'll just take pictures with anyone who wants it, well, like whatever it takes. So luckily, he met someone named Kim Nguyen. He is actually the owner of Senpai Squad. So with the help of Senpai Squad, that's honestly what's helping us grow as a brand, like to the all-time high.
What's Senpai
Senpai
Squad?
Squad's
And how
Senpai
can I
Squad is
join?
one of like how can I so Senpai Squad is another brand pretty much.
Okay.
Their main focus is like convention parties
Oh.
and cars. But then it's the world of anime within that. So imagine like EDC, but then he wants to throw an EDC version of an anime, like
Oh,
Expo.
Oh.
Pretty much like he wants to throw after parties and all this and stuff like that for there's weebs out there who are normal. You know what I mean? Like the ones
Yeah.
that go raving too and
You
stuff like that.
enjoy
So
anime to the max, but then it's not like you're like
no deodorant, don't
yeah,
shower.
yeah,
you know,
exactly.
yeah.
That's
So
typical.
basically, his game plan is like grab that anime lovers into clubbing, into partying, into like cars and all that. So he's been working on his brand for about 6-7 years, and so with Fung, since being a popular cosplayer, he's met Kim as to model for him pretty much. And then from there we started this. I reached out to Kim, and we ended up with a lot of mutuals and a lot of connections from there.
So everything right now is on hold then? Or are you still finding ways to, develop?
For the Senpai Squad stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, so everything is on hold because of COVID. He actually had a whole like US what is that tour for the partying.
Planned. He had it
For
planned
last
already.
year. Like he paid it all off, everything, every venue, everything was paid off. So COVID hit him harder than all of us, pretty much. Like because he said he dropped like 7 figures, like close to it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because he was gonna do a full-on tour, like around the whole United States, every state, every con, everything. Yeah, so that hit him off hard. But then you gotta keep going for him.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone's kind of like hit hard, but
Mhm.
especially those people that have tried to launch their brand. In 2020, it kind of screwed
A lot of people
stuff
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's hard work.
I mean, I kind of did the
Yeah.
opposite where I'm like trying to use COVID as something like, hey, let's talk here, because we can't meet
Yeah.
in person. But I mean, I'm
Yeah.
trying to bring a spot where people can come and meet people that I know, and like vice versa.
Mhm.
I'm meeting people
Yeah.
I'm thinking who Miss Musicful is. Hello, Miss Musicful, in chat. But I don't know.
Miss Musicful.
Yes. So welcome. Yeah, but that's cool. I mean, that you guys got that started.
Yeah. And honestly, since we only started in October, so for us, we're seeing growth faster than we expected, which is good in my end. Like even like numbers of sales and stuff, it's far exceeding what I expected at all. Because where we're at right now, I expected in a year.
Oh, okay.
And so from like I have to. There's like no slowing me down.
That's insane.
How many? Oh, May has a question.
Oh, go ahead. What was
Come
it?
again?
You can read
Sorry,
the question.
I was just reading chat.
Uh,
Yeah,
How many
read it.
people do you guys keep in touch with from your younger days?
By
I can-
younger days?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can start.
Go
I
ahead.
don't.
I don't either.
Just you guys, really. Yeah, I lost contact when after I moved, so I had to make new friends
Yeah.
who also moved away. So now I'm kind of alone,
Oh.
but
Oh,
I don't mind it. I don't mind.
Oh, do you? Okay, I know we used to game together, and that would also keep us pretty tight knit. But
Mhm.
Yeah.
you know, we've kind of passed our gaming kind of thing to focus on reality.
Growing up, I guess.
Exactly. You know, but
You're
I don't want to say
sex-
growing up because you know we're doing
No, it's
things,
still-
other
yeah.
things. You know that
I'll be honest. I still game.
No, same.
Yeah.
So I have to ask though. We used to play League of Legends together. There was a certain point where I did stray away from the group, and I hung out with like the whole, remember the INC gamers thing?
yeah.
Yeah. So I hung out with them a lot, like after we parted ways and everything. But I have to ask, what was the highest rank you guys got in solo queue?
Oh god, I didn't really play rank.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
Gold 5.
Gold 5. Solo queue, I ended up with plat 4, but then I got greedy. I tried to get to diamond, and I went all the way back to silver 2. and then I got stuck in that loop, in that big loop, and so I
Love you
can't.
too, May.
So I can't say I got to plat 4. Sadly.
So
Yeah, I never tried.
I think with sorry, I'm like cycling through these scenes because I'm trying to find who's speaking. I think with League, like once I'm like I'm all about that free stuff, right? So, because I'm very frugal, all right, at least I try to be.
Mhm.
And whenever you hit gold 5, you'll get the free skin.
The skin, you're like, I'm safe, I'm chilling.
And I hit that once, and
Mhm.
that was the season of Morgana.
Okay, season 2.
So yeah. So that I was just like hyped that I got it. I was like, yes, I did it on my own. Nobody carried me and whatnot. Because it's hard to duo queue because I know my skills aren't to the level of the people that I play with.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm not. It's not that I don't take it seriously or it's that I take it too seriously. Or they take it seriously. It's that I play for fun.
Yeah.
And
Same.
Yeah, so I like to be the people that like play 5-on-5 and just like, I mean we did like church tournaments randomly.
Yeah.
You know, in
Those were fun.
that INC group thing, and I remember playing
Yeah.
with people that are like platinum, and you know, I mean one of the. Do you remember Megan's brother?
Drinlol.
Oh, Drin.
Oh, yeah.
Megan's brother was like
Like they're all like diamonds and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was playing with Dyrus in season 1 and all those famous
Yeah,
people now.
I remember that.
So that was insane
Yeah.
that to know that we knew somebody. I mean, I never really talked to him personally.
Yeah, in that skill set. Yeah.
Yeah. But have you seen Megan recently?
Not at all.
She's
I
actually,
haven't talked to anyone there.
She's
yeah.
actually streaming. She has a successful Twitch stream.
Oh, really? That's
Nice.
actually nice.
Yeah.
That's actually cool.
So like I don't know what she goes by now, but she used to go by Megan and she changed her naming system.
Oh,
Or
okay.
whatever. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I play any game that kind of just got me to laugh, basically.
Like just to have fun.
Yeah.
Like not too serious or anything.
And
Exactly.
exactly, like Pokemon
Go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Pokemon Go.
But I remember one game. I don't know if Mark will remember this. Aeon.
Yes.
We played Aeon for a little bit.
We
I played with you guys
Baki too.
Yeah, we played with Baki and Charmaine.
But
And
this was actually before it was free. Do you remember when we had to pay for it?
Yeah, we bought the steel case.
Yeah,
deluxe
So,
edition
so
too.
with you, Tata, we play. That was the free time.
Okay.
That's when we were playing
Okay.
for free. But then before that, we actually played. We actually had to pay to play.
Yeah.
And there's this one moment. I don't know if you remember this, Mark.
I do. I already know what you're talking about.
It was with you, me, and Baki, and you remember the game, right, Tata? Where you had wings.
I
Right?
remember enough. What's up?
You could fly to fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there was this one time we were doing this quest, which required us to fly to a certain location, and it was a quest that would give you like extra inventory. So we just wanted, we were kind of greedy. We're like, we want that inventory. And so when we were flying, Mark and I kind of shelled out. We got the Founders Edition, right? So we got like longer.
We had like 30 extra seconds of flying.
30 extra seconds of flying. So I'm cracking up already. But we fly. We get to a safe spot. And when you land, you regain your fly time.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Baki didn't get Founders Edition.
Oh.
So he didn't have that extra 30 seconds.
So he couldn't make it.
Okay, so I remember this vividly. He goes, I don't think I'm going to make it. And then Mark tells him, he says, just glide. So you could see him in the air gliding.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mark says, you're going to make it. And then right when Mark says that, his wings disappear. And I don't know if you remember it, but when their wings disappear, they start flailing around in the air.
Yeah.
And then so it looked like he was going to, land and fall onto the rock that we were on. But it looked like his head hit the rock and like he fell to his death. And that was the hardest laugh I've had in forever. I don't know if I ever matched that laugh, but just seeing the things that conspired and how it ended, it was amazing.
For that whole part.
That's the type of gaming stuff that I'm into. I like. It doesn't matter how many times you die, but like if you're having a good time, it's crazy. That's the most enjoyable thing.
Definitely.
There was one time I remember you woke up May with your laughing and she got mad at you.
I think that was in League.
Yes, it was in League.
That sounds about right, actually.
I mean, isn't that how it always is? I'm just like,
Yeah,
I'd be
true.
like, it would be dark behind me, and I'd just be like, talking to you guys, and then after someone's like making a joke, and
And you're like, oh.
and they're just like, oh my god, we're just talking, whispering and whatnot. But man, late nights where we end up gaming till like
Sunrise.
exactly.
I mean, if we had work the next day, like, it didn't matter. It's gaming all the time.
I know.
Oh yeah, like Ragnarok days.
Oh, that
I would stay up.
I go hide in my corner now.
It's okay.
I never played Ragnarok.
We don't have to talk about that.
No, it was
It's all good.
it was like early. It was actually Ragnarok was actually what got me into gaming, and it was actually you guys that got me into gaming because of that. I know I was a gamer hater.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So coming from I moved from San Diego to Riverside or to Moreno Valley, and I went to church in Riverside. That's where I met you guys. But I'm actually gonna put this in because I want to see you guys when I talk to you. Here you go.
Ooh.
All right. So when I moved to Riverside, I was like, I don't know. It was kind of weird. I never knew this genre of gaming online with other people, because when I played games, it was basically
Oh, was it like Fable, like self-story?
self-story like
that?
Final
Okay.
Fantasy,
Yeah.
It was a huge era of Final Fantasy, and it was kind of like dying down,
Yeah.
and online gaming was practically being introduced. I mean, that's when I was introduced to it. And people were like, oh, play RO, Ragnarok. And I was like, nah, I'm like whatever. And I'm gonna get to it later too, because I was the same way with League of Legends, and you guys are the ones that put me on to League of Legends too. But going
your
back,
first game with Katarina.
so going back to Ragnarok, I saw Ate Melissa. She was playing the offline version. I don't know if you.
Oh yeah,
remember
that was fun.
That one looked really cool. It was a side scroller. So it looked basically like Maple Story, but one player, or first person, offline version. And so I was like, "Ooh, I want to play this." So she gave me the CD to download it. And
What's that?
What's a CD?
What's a CD?
What's a CD?
She gave me
For all
the
the young
floppy
listeners
disk. She
here.
gave me 5 floppy disks.
Oh, sick.
Disc.
Oh, that I remember.
Yeah, so she gave me the CD to download it, and unfortunately it didn't work, or maybe she did that on purpose, but it didn't work. And I tried. She was like, "Well, just play the regular one, right? The regular Ragnarok." And I was like, "Okay." And then that kind of just like went into how my gaming just kind of exploded. Because then we'd be typing online. It was kind of basically like a AIM chat room.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's most of the early games. You guys chose RO. I chose Maple Story. Growing into gaming and stuff. That's what I saw it as. I didn't see it as like I want to be the top. I want to be the strongest one, because we didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know what that was.
Well,
So
there
to
wasn't
me, it was
a
just
lot of
like-
PvP either.
Yeah, it was no PvP
Yeah.
ever. But for us, for me, I only saw it as like, oh, cool, all these people play games too. Oh, like all these people, like we're just sitting around talking, and then we get bored. It's like, oh, let's go fight this boss. Like that's all it was for us.
Yeah.
It wasn't chasing like a title at all.
Mhm.
That's what I miss about gaming a lot, though.
Yeah, not now. There's that stigma where like, okay, if you're playing games, you have to be good at it.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I fall in that category, sadly. So let's say like Genshin Impact. All my friends started playing it. They asked me to play, but since they were already far ahead, I said I don't want to play it just because I don't want to catch up.
yeah,
That's
hard,
why. Though,
it's hard
yeah.
playing catch up by yourself.
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't like it.
Yeah, but going back to League of Legends, I was like, you guys were like, oh, play LOL, and I was like, lol. You mean laugh out loud? You want me to play laugh out loud?
Oh yeah.
And then I think you brought your laptop, Mark. I
Mhm.
think it was you that brought your laptop, and then you were playing, and here, just give it a try. And then, like you said, I picked Katarina, and I think the next one after that was like Volibear.
Oh, I remember. You're like, I'm a main Volibear.
I was like, I'm a main
I remember this. I remember this because I remember you started when Volibear and Fizz came out as
Yes.
characters.
Oh yeah.
Like Fizz, Volibear,
Fizz.
Ribbon around there. So I remember we're doing our volleyball tournament for church, and we were at practice. That's when we met Kev Shiro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's when we met him, and then he was like, "Oh, you guys play League?"
Oh.
And then stuff like
Shen.
that.
Yeah,
and
Shen.
all he played
Shen
was
main.
Shen. And then all I played was
Shen main.
Misfortune. Yeah. So I mean, like, it's still crazy nowadays how like we meet random, like, I mean, not random, but we meet people, just one similar interest grows
Yeah.
a bigger bond than it was. And then you sucked me into the world of Yu-Gi-Oh. I wasn't ready for that world, but I was ready.
Oh my gosh, the things. I mean, do you? I remember 2 of your other friends, because we went to the tournament, and you were talking about the video that the prank that you guys did. And it's funny because I cringe just watching it. I'm just like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
so dumb.
A lot of those videos too, like I cringe, but I'm like, it's there. I'll never delete it. I still have access to that account too.
And it's like
Yeah.
it's like 480p.
Bro, imagine back then. All right, so back then for the viewers, we used to have to make a video of our binder just to trade cards with people online.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we didn't have like Instagram or we didn't have like, Facebook groups or anything for that. So we just made a YouTube video flipping through a binder, and then someone will comment like, "Oh, I'll trade you this for this," and then you just have to trust them to mail it out.
Exactly.
Like that was
like,
about
no,
it.
you mail first. No, you mail first.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know first. But yeah, like some videos, like I remember, I would say Hidden Arsenal 4 box opening. It was with Mark, and then like pull a Trishula within like 3 packs. So like I watch this whole Pokemon craze going on now, right? Like on Twitch and like Instagram
Yeah.
and everything. How delicate people are with it. They're like slowly going through
Yeah.
it. Back then we're just like, what? Flip, no, trash.
It's trash. Oh man.
Oh
like,
man.
we
Because
were.
like
Go ahead.
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, okay. So we were so like entitled, like, I bought this whole box. I need to get a secret, like 2 secrets or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But man, those were some. That was expensive.
It was
How-
expensive.
I think about it. I'm like, I don't even know how I afford it, and I low key sometimes I think I asked you guys for some money too. Like
I don't.
back then was
I don't
Yeah, what the-
remember.
Whose money did I spend? Like
exactly.
I
I
don't
made $6 an hour. Who's money?
But
But I mean, I think a lot of our money, quote unquote, money saving back then as young people, it was just mainly like we spent our time just hanging out with
Yeah,
each other at each other's
yeah.
houses.
exactly.
So we didn't like go out all the time. Like we would hang out all the time, but we wouldn't like go out so often where we spent money because we planned everything when we were back then. Like if we had a Six Flags trip, we planned it before like going.
yeah, and we made
Yeah.
sure we got like the best deal. We're like, oh, it's
Yeah.
$11 for like 10 people. Let's just find 7
Like,
other
hell
people.
it was-
Let's invite 5 random others. And I remember that trip. I think we ended up bringing like 15 people, and then we got the tickets for like.
Oh, I wasn't there.
Yeah, no, I don't think you were in that one.
Was this for the Halloween one
Yeah.
or
No, this is when
We went to Six Flags once, yeah,
this is when
and then I know you guys went right after.
Kevin got stuck on the roller coaster.
Okay, I was about to ask.
Wait, what the
Is this
fuck?
the one where Kevin got stuck because he left the group to ride one more time?
Yeah. He got stuck on the roller coaster, and it started raining.
Oh no! I'm sorry to laugh, Kevin. If you ever watch it, I'm sorry, but that's so funny because I missed out on this.
Yeah, it was like, like he was stuck for, I think it was like an hour, right?
Oh my god!
It was a long time.
It was a
And
long.
what's funny is where he got stuck.
Yeah.
So it was one of the ones where your legs are hanging, and
Okay.
it kind of goes over where people walk. So he was just hanging up here.
And his feet dangling
People were
and
just
everything.
looking up and just be like, yeah, they're stuck.
For like an hour.
For an hour. It was crazy. And then
Yeah.
after all that, all he got was like a free ticket to come back.
That's unfortunate.
May just showed me in emotion on how he was stuck. Just like
You're just sitting there.
just
Like a pinata.
basically like you're just hanging. Their legs were hanging, their arms were hanging. I'd be
Yeah.
like me. Okay, I'm not scared of roller coasters, but I've seen Final Destination a couple times to be just like
Yeah.
a little bit afraid. So like
Yeah.
once the roller coaster starts, I'm okay. But that tick, tick, tick,
Mhm.
tick, 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 that
Oh,
part
the
gets me.
build-ups, yeah.
The build up gets me. But just like knowing that they were stuck upside down, like I would be holding the harness the whole time. Like
Mhm.
because the way technology, they can
Yeah,
hit
you-
one
no
button.
grip.
Yeah, and then all the seats come up.
It can just release it.
Yeah. So I'm just like
That's a fear. But I try not to think about it.
I try not to
It's always
think
in the
about
back of my head too, going on a roller coaster.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, same. I just just scream and just laugh it off.
I'm not afraid.
I hide my fear with laughter.
Exactly. Or you know those people like raising their arms, right?
Yeah.
And you see that little pole, you think you're tall
Yeah,
enough
no,
to
no,
hit
no,
it.
no.
I know you're like, oh.
No, like even if the guy is like 6'5" in front of you
It's
doing
the-
it,
yeah.
no problem. But I'm behind him. I'm like, nope.
No, I might just be tall enough to have longer reach.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go full camera. So
Right, this is what it looks like.
hold on. Let me see. Yeah. That's funny.
Stuck on a roller coaster. That's
So,
crazy. Oh man.
May says, remember when Mark was acting all crazy and decided to do parkour while waiting in line for a ride at Six
Oh
Flags?
my god.
And he did something weird and went
Yes.
in between the bars and landed in the bushes. I don't remember landing on the bushes.
I don't.
I don't think it was the bushes. It was like a chain link fence.
Yeah,
Um,
I thought I
in front
landed
of
on
the
the
railing.
floor.
Yeah, you did land on the floor, but it was the railing towards a wall or a chain link fence,
Mm.
and all I heard was parkour. He's like, from what I remember, you fell so slow.
And then I got up real fast.
And you got it real fast.
I honestly did get hurt for a second, but then I saw the employee. He looked at me, and I was like, "Oh!" Yeah, I got up so fast. I was like, "Nothing happened."
Gotta act right.
Exactly. Oh man, those were. I think. Do you guys have any? What is it? Passes for theme parks?
I have a Disney annual pass. I've had it probably for the last like 3-4 years. I get the Six Flags pass if I go there. Like if I just show up at Six Flags like with my friends, I'll just end up with one. But yeah.
You mean like the year pass? You'll get the
Yeah.
Okay, because it's
Mhm.
it's like $10 difference, right?
Yeah, if I- from a ticket price to a year pass, yeah.
Yeah.
So like let's say randomly my coworkers or friends would be like, "Oh, let's go to Six Flags." I'm like, "I'm down." So as everyone's buying tickets, I'll just end up buying a whole
Oh,
year.
okay.
Uh,
So do you,
I don't have any.
You're a smart man.
I know. With this pandemic going on, we never even
Yeah.
canceled ours, and it's
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad they don't charge me for it.
Yeah.
That would have been really bad, but
they,
yeah.
they charged for like the first 6 months, or are they still charging? I'm not too sure.
For Disney, they charged me from March till end of like September.
From what I heard, they stopped
and
it though, right?
Yeah, they stopped it. They said that it's what we paid for. It's gonna just roll over to our account, I guess. If they do reopen, then of course, like quote unquote, my pass expires this month, right?
Yeah.
But then they're just gonna add that total amount I paid for on top of
Oh, I
what
see.
I paid. Yeah,
Because they were open for a few months, few weeks.
months during it. Yeah, they're open like March, April, still.
Okay. And did they include that under your payment? Like, okay, these are 2 months included, so you won't get those 2 months later on when we open again.
They didn't announce anything. It's just
Oh.
all the charges stopped, and then they just finally announced like, oh, everything will be rolled over.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
May says they charge all of 2020.
Okay. So for Six Flags. Yeah. So for Six Flags, they charged all of 2020, and that they said the same thing.
Oh,
You're gonna basically get once we open again, you'll get those months stacked up on.
oh, but the monthly fee they still like charge you
Yeah,
guys
they
like
start-
the whole thing.
Yeah.
Dang.
And
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
so-
Luckily, I didn't.
It's so tough to cancel because everyone was canceling.
Oh, it
it.
is. Yeah. Yeah.
So I was just like,
I tried to
oh,
cancel as much as I could. Like even like my gym, like they still charge me for a long time too. Like as
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So and then finding out like 24-hour fitness got like semi bankrupt or something. So like some of them are closed down indefinitely, and which is AKA my location.
Mhm. So
Yeah.
were any of you guys the ones that got that was that movie pass?
Oh no.
I don't have a movie pass.
Yeah, because there was
That is what it was called, right?
yeah, it was like a
Pass.
movie pass, and you could buy it at like it was like $30 a month or something like that,
Hmm.
and you could see a movie a day.
Okay.
And they didn't think that. I guess they didn't think that people would take that seriously
Yeah.
and see a movie a day,
Hmm.
and so they kept losing money I mean, because people would actually go there and see the
Yeah.
movie, don't buy any of the popcorn or anything, because that's how they make money, you know, the
Yeah.
popcorn, the snacks. But some
Mhm.
people would actually just, you know, see the movie, and they didn't limit it to movies that have been out. They said new releases as well, and then they changed
Yeah.
it, and they're just like, okay, no new releases, and then after that they went bankrupt. And I was just
Nice.
like, dang, that's like people like overuse the heck out of that.
I would have too, to be honest.
Yeah, I have a theater right down the street. Like, I would be
know.
there.
You're like, I'm
When I
bored.
can.
Yeah. That's where you're gonna take your naps, just because you can.
Yeah, exactly. It's dark. It's cold.
Yeah.
I think that's what I miss the most, though, is actually seeing a movie premiere in the theater.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, premieres. So my fondest memories with you guys is actually like when we did the whole like game release, like not quote unquote camp out, you know, like
Yeah.
when we just stay like go to Best Buy freezing our asses off and like, you know, like, oh, we're gonna get this Call of Duty game, you're gonna get it. We didn't even play that much, but still we still got it. But the same thing for like Yu-Gi-Oh card decks too, or like new releases of like cards and
Oh,
everything.
the
Preview.
preview.
It was at that. Yeah. And then we would go to card shops, like really janky card shops, and like, but then that's the place that had it. So we went all the little GameStop releases. I mean, like that's something like I miss so much because I never found a group of friends to do that with again. I would say,
It's so different, you know. Like
Mhm.
looking back on it, just like, oh, I got in line for like cards.
I know.
Yep. That's people now at Frankensons.
Exactly. And
Now it's like F5ing in front of a computer.
Yeah, to
Anything.
refresh. That's it.
yeah. See, but honestly, now I couldn't even think of doing that for anything. I mean,
Yeah.
let me reach over here. I got my like first pair of Yeezys.
Oh, wrong item.
Oh, you got your debt. Oh my god.
Hell yeah!
I got my first pair of Yeezys on like, well, one of my other first pairs on release, and I was like, I'm not willing to stand in line for that, or you know, wait online for that, because I don't know if you
Yeah.
guys see the shoe game. It's crazy still.
Yeah.
I don't think shoes, cards, or any collectibles will
I
go
can't-
away.
Yeah, I believe in that actually. Like anything quote unquote collectible, it could be shoes, cards, cars, it could be a lot of things. I don't see any of them ever going out like of style or whatever it is. These hobbies are basically an easy way for some people to make money, to flip, to make a better income. But for collectors, like when they found out like a Beanie Baby can cost hundreds and thousands, and that's when
I was like, I wish I
collectors
saved
are
all
the-
that stuff.
yeah, I know, right? Like everything. I wish I saved so much.
Because
I wish we kept our Pokemon cards.
I know, man.
But for me, I never got into Pokemon. Never in my life have I had Pokemon cards.
I had
Like,
Pokemon
even-
cards, but I
Yeah.
never got into like competitive like how we did Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, not competitive.
I mean, I'd love
Because-
to,
Mhm.
but I don't want to spend that money on
Yeah,
that.
same. Me neither.
It's funny
Just
thinking
buy
about
all commons.
Comments.
it. Oh no, you know me. I'm a shiny guy.
Yeah, same. We're shiny boys. Where do
Shiny,
once again?
first
Where did we get
edition,
this? Where did we get this
shadowless.
money from?
I
I don't
know.
know. But we were all blinged out. Our decks were all blinged out from head to toe.
We even got like premium sleeves and all that.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh.
We had to buy the premium sleeves just because of the snap, the card shuffling snap.
Yeah,
Like,
dude. This is I totally like. We went on a tangent, but this is where I was going. It was cool that we actually did a tournament. Cause
yeah, that was actually so fun. The only problem with that tournament was we forgot to feed ourselves.
yeah. No, we left early. We
We
did.
left early, yeah,
'cause
because we didn't eat.
we were allotted 6 rounds. We
Yeah.
only played 3, and we're just like, let's get food.
Yeah, because I was like, we're not paying $10 for a slice of pizza. That guy is
Yeah.
smart,
Oh,
like-
he was hella smart. They're selling chips and sandwiches and pizza, and I was like, what the? Why didn't I think of this?
Yeah,
And then once we ate, we're just like, yeah, let's go back to the venue. We gave up all our sets, and then oh man, that was fun though. Like,
Mhm.
It was fun.
Definitely.
Honestly, like playing other people is nerve-wracking.
It was, because at the same time, it's like they pull out a deck and I don't even know, because you know how we practice with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like cool, we know each other's cards, like from the front and back of it. You know what I mean? But like this guy comes out with like 6 Sams. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on, but I have to listen to him, and he's like,
and they
this
play
does
so
this.
fast.
Yeah, they're like,
This
change,
goes here and
change,
this goes here.
change,
Like, what? Wait, what?
It's like, wait, I got a solemn judgment. Do you tell them already? Wait. I could stop something. Just let me pick. Oh man, those were good times, man. Because
Oh, yeah.
I think I started before you guys, and then I kind of slowly brought you guys in with Yu-Gi-Oh. And
Yeah.
I remember I went to this sneak peeks is what they're called. Sneak peeks.
Sneak peeks, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
So I went to this sneak peek all the way in Anaheim by myself.
Ooh.
And I was just like, dude, I have friends. it was like it was thrilling because it was an interesting feeling to go to a like-minded kind of thing, being how old we were, because we were out of high school already. So
Yeah.
it was just like, oh, and you still play cards?
Yeah.
But after that, I was just like, you know what? I got to bring some people in on this, because, I mean, you guys are strategic as well when you guys play. So I think that's what gets me, the strategy of the game. And it's something that
That was a big part of it.
it's something that I haven't been able to find something to match that, you know?
Mhm.
So
Well, now you have volleyball.
True. And that's a real time, you know? And that, like, honestly, it's different, you know, in the sense where, like, not only is it a physical aspect of it, but, like, you can't think of that. You have the cards in front of your hand, and you could think up a strategy in, like, 2 minutes. But, like, volleyball is just, like, you have to do it on the fly and hope everybody is on the same wavelength.
That's true.
Because if not, then you're basically done.
Because, like, we'll say with Yu-Gi-Oh, it was like we spent night and day just trying to find, like, oh, this card, like, just one card replacement in the whole deck can change it. And, like, to us, like, staying up all night, even, like, when we used to guard the church.
Yeah.
We used to be, like, with our computers and, like, you know, adjusting to our, like, decks and everything like that, like, just by one card and be like, all right, let's play 10 rounds of it.
Let's see how this one card changes this 40-card deck.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
then,
But it didn't make my mind go crazy though, because I was like, we're actually thinking so hard. Because it's a whole ballpark.
That's the thing. Like, there's so many different strategies you can employ, even though you're running the same cards, which is it's really cool. You could tailor it to how you want to play. But then if you go cookie cutter and followed some famous person's deck, then you practically just
Meta
won.
deck, yeah.
That's what sucks. They should really make it like the show where it's like limited cards. That would be insane.
Because like I remember, like, I forgot what I was saying. Oh no, I lost it. No, keep going. Keep going.
What?
I forgot. I had something. It didn't come out of my mouth.
So do you guys still have your cards?
Yes.
Yeah,
I still only have my main deck though. I don't
Just
have
your
my
Flame
cards. Yeah, just my Flame Bell deck. That's it. Like nothing else.
I
have my same OG deck box. It's all broken up and like
the red one.
Disassembled. Yeah, it's right here. Look at this.
There it
Look
is.
at this. Look at missing flaps and all. Like it's
man.
yeah. It's,
Oh, you're falling apart.
yeah. It's good stuff.
We
good
might
stuff.
need to make a Frankenstein trip.
Dude, did you know Frankenstein's upgraded?
Yeah,
I don't know
they
how
moved.
long. Yeah, they moved into an actual like space. I haven't been there since like they moved, so I personally haven't been there. So in a while.
Little tidbit. Claire and Baki started doing the Pokemon cards.
Yeah, I heard.
So,
but they don't film it.
They don't film it. They don't film it.
Why?
If you're watching, film it.
Film it, Baki.
You
Come on,
could-
easy views.
Easy views. You know, it's like you don't even have to do. I think what would get me is opening one pack a day.
Yeah.
One
Just
pack a
throw
day.
it on TikTok. That's it.
Yeah, I know,
It's
but then
simple as that.
it would get to me because I'm like, oh my god, I have
Yeah.
packs over there.
Oh, okay. I know what you
Or if
mean.
you
Yeah.
If you pull the rare already, you're like, I don't care about the rest of
Yeah.
the
Says- it's crazy to me because like watching the so like I'm so excited to like talk to you guys again about like cards because like all this Pokemon stuff going on.
Yeah.
Like when I see people are like, oh, in this one box, I'm gonna weigh cards, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm like,
Oh no. Oh no. Did it stop? No, it didn't.
I think your stream got solemn judgment.
I know.
I think I have that card. I'm just kidding. Wait,
just a little bit. Just a little bit. All right.
are we
you guys
okay right
back.
now?
Oh, there
Are
we go.
okay?
There we go.
Yeah, we're good.
Sorry about
All
that. Connection unstable. Oh. No. Okay. So, technical difficulties. Let us try and get this back. All right, I'm gonna put it on full camera for now, and I will F as well. F. David says F. So let's try this.
It's nice host.
We're back. We're back.
All right,
We're back.
we're
I'm the
back.
host now.
He's the host. All right,
Oh,
Mark.
wait, you're back.
Okay, cool.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the live.
Okay, so you were saying about cards.
Yeah,
Pokemon
so
cards.
watching people open Pokemon cards now gives me so much nostalgia, not because of Pokemon, but from our Yu-Gi-Oh days. And seeing people buy boxes and trying to like weigh every single like pack out and like determine if these packs are like the super good rares or like stuff like that. And so to me, I'm just like, we did weigh them and stuff, but we didn't really like statistically weigh them and like, we put these cards to the side, or we're gonna keep
Did
the
we
cards
actually
right
have
here.
a weigher
but-
though?
I think I did then. I
You
don't
did?
know, because if
Oh,
you don't
okay.
remember it, then
I
then I
didn't.
did. Okay, then it was just me.
Okay.
But I did know people
Yeah.
who did that, and then they would sell
Yeah, so
the other packs to other people who didn't know about it.
yeah, because I remember you guys. We went to Frankenstein. I was gonna buy my first box, and then you guys told me never buy the individual packs like
Mhm.
that they sell like on the side. So you guys always convinced me to buy like the actual pack
Sealed
boxes because
box.
yeah. And so from there, I think that's when I started weighing them, and I was like, I wonder, but it never turned out, correct statistically.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Statistically, I think they proved it wrong, where it's just like it has no effect.
Yeah, like 0.
Yeah. Because the hollow doesn't weigh that much more than the regular card.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know. It was funny because even if I had a weight, I don't
Mhm.
think I would have the means to sell it to somebody else.
Yeah, I'll still
So
open it.
I'd be just like, open it. Let's just see if it's true.
It's
No
true.
willpower.
Yeah, there's no willpower. It's like, what if I'm wrong? What if I sell? Like, how bad would you feel if like you
Yeah.
sold that pack to somebody else and they got like one of the rarest cards, and you're like, no, give it.
Yeah.
to me.
No, I can't. That's So do you know if Baki has like a stockpile of Pokemon cards,
So
or he's just buying cases and opening?
so they're what I know, or what I think I know,
Mhm.
is that they are buying cards, and I actually the reason why I led with that was because I told Claire, I said, hey, why did you guys buy the pack online? I was like, Baki knows about Frankenstein. How come you guys haven't gone to Frankenstein?
Yeah.
So like that next week they went to Frankenstein and ended up buying more cards.
Ah.
And so they've been to the new Frankenstein. They said it's really nice. It has its own
Mhm.
parking and whatnot, because that was
Yeah.
the worst problem.
Oh,
ever,
yeah.
trying to find parking.
Parking.
So I know they're constantly buying, but
Yeah.
they also sell on eBay.
Okay.
So
Like bulk packs or
yeah, I think they sell
Or
like the
bulk cards.
bulk commons, and then I think Baki keeps some of the rarer stuff. But I was just like, dude, I keep telling Claire, I'm just like, you guys
Record
need
it.
to record it. I
Yeah.
mean, try and monetize something. You know,
Yeah, no, true. Yeah.
or not even monetize, but get views. You know, because
Yeah.
that's what leads to monetization is the views, and people will watch about anything. You know,
Anything.
especially if it's
I guess
Pokemon.
it depends on if they want to get into that world of having viewers and
True.
live streaming and all that.
Yeah,
Because it's basically like saying like, cool, you pull a Charizard, right?
yeah,
But the thing is, you have a chance to make more money out of it, like monetizing your view, like
Yeah.
just because you're already doing what you're doing, which is opening packs.
Yeah.
So if you just put it on video and submit it on like Instagram or TikTok, whatever,
you get a
then
chance.
you have a chance to just make more money
Exactly.
by doing something you're already doing. That's it. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
And it's
Come on, Baki. Come on.
We want to watch you open packs. Let's go.
I'll watch it.
And the only thing is with those cards, because they do have that price, right? They're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, you get a Charizard, it's worth like $3,000.
Mhm.
But on the same note, you have to find someone that's willing to pay $3,000.
Yeah,
$3,000,
it's only
yeah.
worth that if you actually sell it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the tough part about card collections is
Yeah.
people will say it's worth something, but they won't pay that price. So
Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah.
so on that note, do you still have your deck, Mark?
Yeah, it's
You do?
safely.
Mhm.
Actually, I think it's like next to my bed.
Nice.
If
Tuck your
anybody
cards to
ever
sleep,
wants to duel with me,
everybody.
Just in
Ready.
case, you know.
Get ready.
He enters the shadow realm. He's like, all right, I'm ready whenever.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
But yeah,
No, I have a nightstand next to my bed, and
Mhm.
it's like it's
tucked
in
away.
one of the cupboards. Yeah.
Yeah, because I would say from the last time we spoke, I probably moved. I moved to Henderson actually, and then I moved back to Riverside. Then I moved back to Moreno Valley. Then I moved out to Riverside again, and then back home now.
How long were
The
you in
deck box
Henderson?
has followed me everywhere. Like I've never left it because I don't know why. Like I pack up my stuff. Like even though Riverside and Moreno Valley is not far, like
Yeah.
yeah, I can just drive to get my cards. But no, for some reason, every time I pack up like my clothes and everything, like
It's-
my deck box comes with me,
How
and
long
I don't
were
even
you-
play it.
How long were you in Henderson?
I was there for a year and a half to 2 years,
Oh,
maybe
wow. Okay.
around there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So long story short, it was actually after the breakup.
Uh-huh.
So I moved out there, and I moved in with Marshall.
Oh,
Pasek.
Frank. Oh, Marshall Frank.
Oh,
Pasek.
Frank's son. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he had an apartment with him and his brother, so he let me move in with him. So I stayed with him for like a year and a half or 2 years or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you still keep in touch with anybody?
Not at all, to be honest. Like it's
Okay.
been a while since I spoke like to them.
Likewise. I mean, once that Facebook drama, like there's
Bruh,
always drama for some reason.
I can say I was part of it though. Like I'm telling you, I had like this enlightenment of like, damn, I was a like bad person back then. Like I'm not saying like I was such a toxic person. Like I don't know what it was because like the whole drama in the group and stuff. Like yeah, I can admit it. I was part of it. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't just like Joseph or like Mark or anyone. You know what I mean? Like I can say I was legit a part of it, and my whole life changed around in like 2016, 17, around there when I had to actually like come to my senses and be like, all right, this is exactly what I did wrong. You know, like
okay.
to better myself, to like better me to grow up. Finally, I had to look back at all of it, and it doesn't help that Facebook gives me my memories. So like when I look back on like those random memories on Facebook, I'm like, dang, like I say these things, like it was so bad, like I was actually toxic, and I was like, dang, like I need to change that like ASAP.
I
Yeah,
gotta say, I don't have memory about this Facebook drama.
I know you kind of stayed out of it, Mark. You kind
Oh yeah, he wasn't really active in that group,
Yeah.
right? Like the INC LOL group.
Yeah.
So there was two groups. There was INC Gamers and INC LOL.
Yeah.
Because the
Wow.
INC LOL group got so big that they made us part ways from INC Gamers.
Gotcha.
Right? Yeah. So INC LOL became its own group of like 200, 300 people.
And then wasn't there another
Yeah.
one where it's like INC LOL 2 and only limited people were
Yeah,
invited?
yeah, yeah. So
Oh my God.
basically,
It
so
was
long story short,
so-
the group was split into two groups, I guess, right? It was mainly like the AJ group and then me, Marshall, Justin, and Adrian group. like type of thing, I guess. And then so we did split in half pretty much, and then that affected like who we played with. So of course when the group split, because I don't really talk to anybody from that group at all, right?
Yeah.
But I still follow them on social media. Like I still see Darian hanging out with Mark and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
I still see it
the-
happen.
the-
Like
the
something to do with the goats. or
sweater
something like that.
goats.
Sweater goats, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that's all about, but that was one group. You know, I was actually in that group, that circle. So we would always go to Mark's house in Torrance and hang out, play in house and stuff like that. But then when I officially moved to Henderson, we kind of all like lost contact in a way, or maybe it was just me. But the thing is, like I said, like I've accepted, you know, what I did and my part in that group and like the flaws of all of it. So I never burdened myself about like, oh, why don't these guys talk to me no more?
Well,
I say more. No, I just say more like I know what I did.
Honestly,
you know, like
it was just a bunch of kids. You know,
we were.
and-
I mean, I was a kid. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
that's
But
what I'm saying.
I was. But the hard part is I was a 21-year-old kid. That's the difference,
Yeah,
though.
I was gonna say it's like 5 years ago.
Yeah,
Right?
I was like, no. I'm 28 now, but you know, 21-year-old
8 years.
David was very immature. Oh my god, like I cannot like stress it enough how bad it was back then. But yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah,
that group, that group was wild.
it's good to know that you've noticed that about yourself. You know,
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And you know, all we can do is just grow from what we think is wrong. You know,
Yeah.
or how we perceived ourselves, because
Mhm.
looking at yourself is the hardest thing that you can do.
Oh,
And-
that's like the most darkest time of my life. I was like, I had to look back at everything, and because I did question, why does everyone hate me? You know, like not really hate me, but like why does everyone hate me? Or
Like, why do
would
they avoid you?
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm not saying like, oh, I cut ties with people or stuff
Yeah.
like that, you know, because they happen out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So I had to look into it. I'm like, dang, like this guy back then was complete trash. But yeah.
Well, I mean,
So
honestly,
was there
I
a
never saw
point-
that.
Sorry.
No,
Was there a
good.
point where you started looking like, where you started thinking that it was them and not me?
Was there a point where I thought it was like them
It-
at fault in a way?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like they're the ones that are wrong.
I mean, yeah and no. Only like I can only speak for the part when the whole group split up in two. Only because like I would instigate the drama pretty much. Like I would, you know, add more like fluid to the whole flame and everything like that. But it was also my part where like I kind of like thought we were exclusive, where you know like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to NorCal together, but only these people can join. You know, so it is. I am in that value, but I did blame them. I'm like, oh, like why are they talking smack or whatever like that. So yeah, I took it. I would say yeah. At one point, I did think it was them, not me. But with our circle, I wouldn't say it was you guys or me. Like yeah.
And I don't know. It's funny because, in a way, I did that to some people,
Mhm.
and I still think I did what I did was right.
Mhm.
But
to like put the shield up a little, like no.
well, it's not to put the shield up. It's you hang out with a certain kind of people that can afford to hang out with you, right? Like, say if if I want to see a movie, I'd
Mhm.
have to pay to see the movie, right?
Yeah.
And this person wants to see the movie, but they can't
Mhm.
pay to see the movie.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what am I supposed to do? You know, so that's why there was this stigma where we had us, you know, our
Mhm.
hangout group was very limited,
Yeah.
or we were what's the term?
Exclusive.
Exclusive. There you go. Yeah,
No,
exclusive.
we were to be honest, like
Yeah, I mean,
in a way.
in a way, but it was more that can you guys, like, we don't want to have to cater to you, you know?
Yeah.
It was just like, we want to do this, and if you can
Mhm.
do this, you can join, you know? But it's
Yeah.
not like, oh, you have to pay for a club, you know? It's like, there's no club. And there was a lot of people that thought there was a club, you know, like, oh, it's such
Oh,
a
I've heard about that. Yeah.
and I feel bad that they felt that
Mhm.
way, but
Mhm.
I don't feel like I was in the wrong to want to do what I wanted to do and what my friends wanted to do. You know, we all wanted to do it, but some couldn't afford to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think it was kind of shady for them to say that stuff about us. But
you know, I don't know who, or like, because you know, like you probably know the names of these people who thought we were quote unquote exclusive. I wouldn't know any names to like say or like who was it, but I did hear that before. Like I heard like, oh, you know, that group over there, because like they saw us do everything. They saw us, you know,
we
like,
always hung out with each other.
Always hung out with each other, like always. And so like I remember like certain people, like they would always, you know, want to hang out with us. We always had no problem of like, oh, invite them to go eat with us or something like that. But then usually the answer to them was like, oh, so I don't have, I'm like broke right now, so I can't eat out with you guys. So it's not like us, the D-bag gang. I know. I still have the pictures. Dude. I have all the pictures still. I have the picture when you guys went camping and then like you guys covered my car in sticky notes. Like I have all of those still. But yeah, like I don't know where that nickname came from, but that was the thing.
I think that was May.
That was just, of course, May. Thank you.
Yeah.
But it's just funny that I feel bad that they felt that way, you know, because you guys know me. I'm not one to like wish ill on other people.
No,
and
of course. Yeah.
I'm always inclusive on what I try and do. You know, I want people to have that shared experience because my philosophy is like the more the merrier. I'm always like about that, but it just doesn't have to be like
not me.
Yeah.
Like isolation, please.
I'm super introverted. The smaller the group, the better, because then I can concentrate on, you know, just you.
Yeah.
Or the two of you, and it's like quality time instead of like having 100 acquaintances who I probably won't speak to for, I don't know, months at a time.
True.
I get that.
Yeah.
I'm just very like I feel bad for not including somebody that I get along with, you know, and that's the hard thing. Like it's hard for me not to get along with people because it's just I mean who I am, you know, and I hate not including people in a part of something that they might enjoy.
Yeah.
So it's like different mentalities, and you know, nothing's wrong and right with, you know, everything has its pros and cons, and everybody has their own preferences. But like you said, I do enjoy that the time that we do get together, because it is like how Mark said, it's very intimate. Yeah. You know, and we just kind of just go back to how we were when we were younger.
Yeah.
Even if we don't do anything, it's just like us in a room.
Yeah.
It's still really fun for some reason.
Yeah, and then May would just come out of nowhere with Twister, and we'll just start playing Twister for no kind of reason, but you know. No, but that was one of my fondest memories too. Like, you know, we'd just hang out in your dining room, play Yu-Gi-Oh together, and then the girls would be watching TV. Like, it was just as simple as that, you know, like, and then
like you couldn't get any simpler.
Yeah, it's very simple. We didn't spend money. We just sat there, hung out.
Except for food.
Yeah, except for food.
Yeah. But I mean,
May would get mad.
And then May tried to like make fancy top ramen for us. But you know.
She still does it. She still does it.
Yeah. Oh, sick.
Oh, man.
I've since upgraded.
To top ramen. Like, I
from
eat
top
ramen
to... Well, yeah, I eat that too.
And mee goreng. We out here.
There's better ramen out there?
Oh yeah.
Then
Maruchan?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
I still use that.
They have actual fresh ramen now that's packed with the sauce isn't like powder or it's actual sauce that you mix with hot water, and it tastes really authentic.
Yeah, it's
I mean, it is authentic.
Oh, see, I gotta look for that. Is it in the Oriental aisle or is it?
I mean, I get mine from probably H Mart will have it.
Okay.
I go to Little Tokyo.
Yeah.
And it's like legit from like if you go to Little Tokyo and eat their ramen, it's kind of like that.
Almost.
Okay.
You
of course
still have to
it won't
add
be
your
the
own
fresh one.
toppings.
Yeah.
But the broth tastes really good.
Yeah.
And the ramen was like, it's like ramen.
Wow. See, it's funny because
They low-key good now.
there's instant pho. Have you seen that?
Don't get me started on that, man. I can make you fun one day, bring it to your house, no problem,
I
man.
think I
Please
actually have
don't.
some right here.
Oh
No,
no.
no.
It does not taste the same.
Oh, so May says she does hers Korean style now. So which I'm guessing. Let me just guess, okay? So she makes the ramen, right?
Yes.
And she adds cheese. I'm guessing a slice of cheese.
Yes.
She adds furikake maybe, right? Some like sesame seeds,
yes.
seaweed, fried egg.
Yep.
And then I don't know how you guys take, spice or whatever, but you
Fried
guys-
egg.
She'll add spice to her part.
So do you add gochujang? Right?
I
Is
don't know
that
what
the
that
move?
is.
There's two.
Ah.
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah, they're actually like really good. Like
Really?
really good. Yeah,
It's really good.
it's really good.
Like
it's like real
legit
ramen.
pho. Or
Well, this
is that
is
ramen?
ramen,
Oh,
but-
that's ramen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, instant pho. I'll never recommend instant. Pho.
Yeah, no,
Or
never.
I don't think I've ever seen instant pho.
They come in like those prepackaged bowls.
Really
not
bad.
like packs, but the bowls. Yeah, they're pretty bad. They're pretty bad. Like I said, if you just want pho, I'll just ship some out to you.
So, do your
What?
Tata, do your
Mhm.
parents still do the nail shop?
The one in UV, right?
Yeah.
So no, we sold the nail shop probably back in 2015, 16
Okay.
or so. We just did that just because my mom figured out it was probably easy because my aunt and cousins that worked there, they wanted to open their own shop too.
Okay.
So we said it's okay, let's just sell the shop and then so we can just all go back to working, like them working normally, pretty much.
Normal jobs or
No, like normal, like just work for somebody else, like under somebody else, like
Oh,
as a
okay.
nail technician.
I see.
But yeah, because she was like, oh, I make the same, like about the same amount of money. So she's like,
And
oh,
then
let's just
less
sell it.
stress
Oh yeah, because you don't have to worry about finances. You just make your
Yeah.
money. Yeah,
and like paying your employees and whatnot.
yeah, it's a lot better.
So,
Speaking of ramen,
Ramen.
Janelle is working at a ramen shop right now
really, which one?
in somewhere in Riverside. It's a
Oh, is it a new one? Okay, it's
Yeah.
off of like downtown. Yeah,
Saku.
yeah.
Is
It's
it in
24 hours.
UV?
I don't know where it is, but
It's let's just say it's downtown. It's 24 hours.
Oh, it's
I
24
would
hours.
like to go.
Well,
Let's go.
Or you guys can visit me
Oh.
here and we can get some ramen.
Oh, okay. We could do that too. I mean, Janelle could hook us up, and then we'll go to LA to get better. No,
no, I heard it's pretty good. I heard
really?
that spot's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she sent me a picture. It looks pretty good.
yeah.
What is
Dude,
she?
I don't even want to fathom how old is Janelle now.
Oh God,
Oh, no.
don't ask me.
Okay,
She's old
That's
enough.
crazy.
Just
I'm
old enough
pretty
to
bad
work.
with age.
age, yeah.
just know
That's
that.
nuts. Working. Whoa, wait. I can't. I mean, I can't argue because my little brother Ricky, right? Ready? He's 21 now.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Okay. So
Actually,
Ricky,
I think she's 21 as well.
are these? I think she might be 21 too, or like she's 1 year younger than Ricky, like in that same zone.
Wow.
So with that, it's like Ricky's moved to Vegas with his girlfriend.
What does he do?
He's
Like,
he works at a vape store.
okay.
Yeah, and he works at a vape store. He just vibing out there in Vegas. He just moved recently too. So yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
that's
still
nuts.
think of him as the
Little baby,
little
dude.
baby that would come after David. It's like,
Annoying.
hey, what are you guys doing today?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's nuts.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's cool.
God, I feel so old now.
I know.
You know what's
Oh, man.
funny?
Because what's up?
You shouldn't feel old though, because I'm playing volleyball with these high school, college kids, right?
Mhm.
And some of them ask me, "Oh, where did you play in high school? Where did you play in college?" And I was like, I didn't play. And they're like, "Wait, how old are you?" Because they think that we're in the same
age.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like no, I'm like probably 2 times your senior.
Yeah.
Like, and it's true. Like I've had people like, I'm not gonna say my age. Should I? I don't care. I'm in my 30s, but these guys are like barely turning into their 20s, and they're thinking,
Oh my God.
No, I feel that though. I
but
feel that
I mean,
hard.
look at me compared to Mark. He looks much younger than I do.
Yeah. Because like, okay, for example, like I would go play tennis with the high school kids I went to high school, or not with high school, but same high school,
Yeah.
but just new kids. I would just walk on campus, and the security guard doesn't
Yeah,
question
they don't think
anything.
of anything.
I can walk around and they think I'm still a high school kid, and I'm like,
Is
oh
it-
man.
is
But
it
I mean,
bad or is it good?
blessed to our generation that we still look young, which is
Exactly.
really good. Because the kids now, they look older than they look. So I mean, I think
We
we're
would
in,
fit right in with our trading cards.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Walk around with our deck boxes, go to
Hey,
big
guys.
thing. Oh, okay. So Ricky and I actually worked together 2 years ago, 2018. We worked
Uh-huh.
at the same restaurant together. It was a hybrid restaurant, so it was one side was Korean fried chicken, the other side was just like soju and beer and stuff. And then from there, the soju and beer side, we opened it up to like tabletop games, like so people with board games and stuff, they would just come in and set up on these big benches we had. And I was like, man, this would be the spot if we played Yu-Gi-Oh together. Like this would be like the perfect like
Well,
area
this
for
was
us
in-
just to set up.
What was
This
the
is in Rancho.
The
Yeah,
gem?
it's no, it's BBQ chicken.
Oh, you-
It's in that plaza with U Grill.
Mm.
If you know where, I don't know, but yeah, it's in that plaza. It was a Korean fried chicken place, and yeah, it was perfect. I saw the area space with the table. I was like, man, this would have been like our go-to spot if we were to play Yu-Gi-Oh again. But
What's funny is
that Ricky's in the chat and I didn't even know.
Oh,
no.
Because I'm baby.
I'm baby. I'm baby.
Hey, what's up, Ricky? Oh man. Okay, so thing is, I changed locations for my work, right?
Mhm.
And I kid you not, I found out that I was getting a promotion, and that same week, a card store opens walking distance from my work.
Mhm.
So I'm just like, what the heck? A card shop is right here, and then I'm moving from that that place, and I'm going to another building,
Yeah.
like 45 minutes away, closer to where I live.
Yeah.
So I was like, dang, this whole time I could have been next to because while I was still working in that building, that's when we were playing cards and everything. I
Uh-huh.
was like, man, that card shop could have opened up sooner, and we would have had a place to play.
And yeah.
And now, but with COVID, and I feel bad for all these shops that tried to open.
Are closing. Yeah.
Well,
They're-
not closing because they had their chance, to build their
Mhm.
clientele beforehand. But
Yeah.
the ones that tried to open in 2020,
Mhm.
that's the one that sucked
Yeah.
because it's hard to get off the ground when you have nothing, to go from.
Mhm.
And like you had clientele, which is
Yeah.
awesome. And you had that background with followers from your buddy.
Yeah.
What's your buddy's name though? We
Fong.
Fong. That's right. Okay.
Fong.
Bong?
Fong.
Yeah. Fong is fine. Fong.
And so it's crazy that how things happen like that, and it's nice to see more entrepreneurship,
Mhm.
because that's basically how our generation is looking at things right now, is entrepreneurship.
Yeah, it's crazy because I would say a lot of people our age group pretty much would say like they either took that route of medical lawyers, stuff like that by the books, or but most of them are stuck in the loop of like, oh, I should go to school, I should go do this, but then at the same time they're like, I don't see myself doing this, or I don't see myself,
And
like progressing. So they're like, oh, let's start a business, or let's start YouTube. I can't fathom how many friends I have that's like, hey yo, I'm starting my YouTube channel again, check it out. And I'm like, all right, it's like me, to be honest, like I tried to do YouTube at one point and like I never like pursued it because maybe I wanted to be my own boss, but at the same time I didn't know what to do. Like I didn't know what route to take with it. But
that's
Yeah, with this COVID thing, there's a lot of people starting Twitch as well.
Yeah.
oh no, Twitch flood. I call
It's
it
like-
like Twitch flood. It's not
Twitch flood.
Yeah, so I used to stream back in 2013, 14, 15. I was one of the top MapleStory streamers on Twitch.
Oh really?
And yeah, but the thing is, back then your requirements to be a partnership was 100 average viewers. What do you call it? Like the normal hours, like 40 hours a week or so.
But there's not a
I
lot of
hit-
people watching MapleStory.
No, there still is. Yeah,
Oh,
there's
is
only
there?
a selected few streamers still that does get
Okay.
those viewers. So, but back then that was a requirement. We hit those requirements,
Uh-huh.
but I wasn't approved for it. So I said, I'm gonna get off my butt, stop streaming, and start working. So that's when I started Korean barbecue.
Ah.
But nowadays, when I come back and I see, like, if I just log in, it says, "Oh, all you need is 5 viewers."
Yeah.
You know, this many
You
hours.
can
I'm like,
buy
what?
it now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can buy it.
yeah. And so I was like, back then, I was like streaming in and out, chugging coffee, doing 24-hour streams, doing whatever I could to get views, right? And I did it, but I just didn't, quote unquote, meet the requirements.
But just
to
because you
get
make
partnered.
those requirements now, it doesn't mean that
Mhm.
you'll like because
Oh,
to
definitely.
be-
Yeah.
to become an affiliate, it doesn't mean anything anymore.
Yeah, an
Yeah.
affiliate is nothing anymore. Yeah, your goal is partner, where
Yeah.
they pay you to stream, like,
Exactly.
on average. But like back then,
Affiliate was like,
wanted it
oh my
so-
god.
yeah, affiliate was like, oh, you made it, you have an emote. But I tried my best. You know, streaming was actually fun back then. But then when I come back to Twitch now, how flooded it is, because I'm even seeing like some of my old friends stream, where they averaged back then like 70, maybe 70, 80. They're only getting like 2 to 3. And so to me, I'm like, well, what happened? Like, so I'll pop into their stream and ask them what happened. Like, we were on a roll back then, like stuff like that. They're just like, oh, it's getting saturated like crazy with
Yeah,
all.
Way too saturated.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
even with 3 streamer or 3 viewers, it's like can you imagine just being in a room doing something and there's like 3 people just staring at you?
I got used to it. So one time,
Well,
so
I
one time I
mean-
did a 24-hour stream. I knocked out in my chair for like 5-6 hours, and I woke up, and the surprising thing is my chat was still going and people were just talking. I woke up, I was like, oh, okay, let's continue streaming. Like,
Well, it's kind of like what we're doing now, right? You
Yeah.
don't really kind of know how many people are watching. 10, by
Yeah.
the way.
Mhm.
But I mean,
Thanks.
so it
No,
I
but
think
we
it
know these
helps.
people.
Yeah, and I think it helps that you have other people online with you. You know,
Yeah.
When you're streaming on Twitch or anything, it's basically you playing the game, trying
Mhm.
to talk with chat. Right
Mhm.
here, we
Mhm.
have ourselves to talk to as well as chat.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
So it makes things easier, and I think that's something that a lot of like the couples kind of do, where they like stream together so that they have that. It's kind of hard to talk to chat when you have nobody in your chat. You know.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So
That's why I'm trying to get Joe to play.
so what are you playing right now?
Starting Final Fantasy again,
Oh, okay.
14.
Nice.
Yes,
Hey,
there's
I have a really good amount of friends who play right now, are like super whales. If you need help, let me know. I will send you to their Discord.
Wait, why? How are you whales in
No,
Final
they
Fantasy
they,
14?
they say they can. I've never played Final Fantasy 14. I've only played for like a week, right? That's about it.
Okay.
But with them, there's, because they always tell me too, because these are the same people I played MapleStory with. They tell me, if you play Final Fantasy 14, I will get you to our status real fast. So I don't know what whaling in Final Fantasy 14 means.
There really isn't. It's not like Genshin Impact where you spend money to get
No,
the
they don't
best
spend money and
characters.
stuff, but
Like-
they're like up there, if that makes sense. Like, I
Oh.
guess like they can like do bosses blindfolded. I have no idea. You know,
They
like,
probably have
Okay.
good items and whatnot.
yeah, like they're just like, if you play, we'll quote unquote fund you, like we'll help you out. Like,
Okay. So
I was sort of there already.
Good.
The last expansion, but
mhm,
I didn't really have anyone to play with, so I got bored. Like I ran out of content.
mhm.
Yeah.
But now there's a new expansion coming out
Okay.
Yeah.
later this year, so now I'm gonna get back into it.
Now, do they still have that level sync thing?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that's something they stuck with. That's something that was really cool. Basically, if your friends are a higher level, they could sync down to your up to 20
Mhm.
levels, right?
Now you can sync up to whatever level.
Oh, whatever.
Like you could be max level, and yeah, you could go in an instance with a brand new player.
That's
want
cool. And you keep
That's
all
cool.
your gear. Your stats just go lower.
Yeah, it just scales down.
Okay.
That's cool. That's actually really smart.
And
Yeah.
that's what kind of got me playing. What was it? 11? No, it was 12. 12, right?
11.
It was 11.
Yeah.
And that's when I was still playing off an Xbox. And had to.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I was playing off Xbox for a little bit until I was able to acquire a laptop. But I was spending money on Xbox Live just to play with you guys,
Oh yeah.
and that system never really took off for me, because I was really confused on how Final Fantasy MMO was, or is it MMO?
It's it is an MMO, but 14 is less like 11. It's more like Terra. More action.
That's a good example. Yeah.
More action oriented, where you really have to move and know where you have to go, otherwise you get hit.
So
Yeah.
do you still have to tab to find people though?
To do what?
Like tab to aim at people,
Oh,
or is it more like
You
Terra
can.
where it's like okay?
you
'Cause
can.
I know Terra, you have to actually swing towards them, you know?
Yeah. No, it's not as live as Terra,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's a lot more fast paced.
Yeah, I think I lost my Terra account.
They moved servers.
Yeah, they moved servers, and I thought I clicked okay,
shit.
move my stuff,
Yeah.
and then when I tried,
Oh,
I got bored one day. It was recently. It was like last week. So I was like, okay, I'll just check. I'll update this game client, and so I clicked on it, and I wanted to see what I had on it, and it was like, oh, your account's not here, and I was just
No.
like,
You're 2,000 hours.
I not only that, the money.
I know,
money.
we got a lot of boxes.
We got a lot. So I don't want to go to that. No. But
Yeah, okay.
no, it's just crazy.
Well, I lost my league account, so
Oh, really?
I sold my league account. My OG league account. I sold it.
I mean,
I got my account back, but all of the champs were gone. All the
Oh,
skins were gone.
yeah.
Oh no.
That was so sad.
Okay, so how much did you sell yours, David?
I sold mine for 1,500. So back to the streaming days, I quote unquote quit League because I was like, oh, I don't play anymore since I'm streaming MapleStory. So one guy on MapleStory, he's one of the other popular streamers too. He was like, oh, David, do you mind if I buy your account? Because at that time, it was when NAR came out. I owned every champion. I had all the gold rank skins and legendary skins and stuff like that. He was like, you know what, I'll buy it off you. But he didn't pay me cash or PayPal. He paid me in equivalent of mesos of MapleStory.
Oh, okay.
So the thing is, okay, this is the craziest thing about MapleStory. I still play today, right?
Mhm.
It's still a game I play every single day. But mesos, so we sell them by the billion, right? So 1 billion equals 15, 16 bucks.
Okay.
About that. Like that's how we exchange or sell mesos and stuff. So from there, our meso rates right now, it's more expensive than Australian dollar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we have equipment out there because there's MapleStory is a pay to win,
Yeah.
straight up pay to win game. So if I
Honestly,
were to ever,
all games are. You
yeah,
could say
they are
it's
unless
not.
they have a subscription. If they don't have
Yeah.
a subscription, then it's pay to win. So I have like 2 items on my MapleStory character that are valued at about $8,000 to $9,000 each,
Oh, wow.
and they will sell too because people actually buy them like as a group. So the item is tradable, stuff like that. So from there, like one person will be like, oh, ask your friends, like if we all go $300 each, we'll have the item in our group
Yeah.
because the item helps with like spawn rate and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
So they could do that. Yeah. So it's just little things like that. So I used I sold my league account for mesos in equivalent pretty much and basically whaled myself to the top as a streamer. So yeah.
That's pretty cool that it's not like soul bounded to a character.
It
Because-
could be though.
Oh, it could be.
It could be, but you pay because people's account gets hacked.
Yeah.
Right. So people binds it to their account forever. And so what happens is so that item can't be dropped, traded, nothing. Like it's locked, period. So you can do that too. But the smart people wouldn't lock it.
Yeah. Because
So
I
if you
would.
had any intention of selling it, you wouldn't lock.
Yeah, you wouldn't lock it. Yep.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't lock it because I know I'm not gonna play a game forever. So I'd
I
be
don't know,
like,
man. MapleStory, I'm 15 years strong.
well, I mean, it just sucks. It just sucks when you're like going strong, right? And then somebody quits or loses
Mhm.
interest, right? And then say
Yeah.
if the item was soul bounded to them, just like, well, we just lost our important piece.
I mean, they can sell their account because everybody that plays MapleStory that are like end game, I would say,
yeah.
they all run 2 to 3 computers.
Oh, okay.
They run a meal EXP buffer and
Yeah.
a meal like spawn buffer.
Yeah.
So everyone already runs 3 computers. So you can sell that account with the item to use the item. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, if you,
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
like in the future,
Yeah.
say you're like, okay, ooh, I like this game. I want kind of,
Mhm.
I'm kind of burned out right now.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll play in the future, but
Mhm.
your buddies are still very much into it.
Mhm.
So, and you're say the one holding that item, and you're like, well, sorry guys, I'm just not feeling it. And then
Yeah.
there's like, well, we gotta find a new you.
Yeah.
You
No, it happens. Yeah. I feel that. I feel that for sure.
So it kind of, but going back to like my count, I felt like, I think the way I knew, like, I feel like I'm not really into playing games anymore.
Same. No, I feel that.
So
for sure.
like when I found that out, I was just like, oh well.
Yeah. No, you
but-
just accepted it.
Yeah, just like it's not something I would have, like, before I would have like cried out like, please, I need my account. But
Yeah.
I'm just like, those were good times. I don't think I
Mhm.
can recreate any of those good times again
Yeah.
in that particular game.
Hmm.
But you know, there might be another game in the future where we find, and you know, we make those memories. But I just feel like Terra was a concluded chapter in our book. You know, I mean,
I never played Terra.
it was.
You know, I actually started a new character and got it to max, and I'm like, it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not. And I think that's the problem with games today, is that they're ever evolving.
Mhm.
So you can't really have that nostalgia feeling, because
Yeah.
they're changing the end game every time. You know,
Yeah.
there's releases and releases and releases, but if you go back to an old game, you know how it plays.
Yeah.
Like I could go back to Pokemon Red and Blue and know exactly how it plays and have that nostalgic feeling, you know,
Mhm.
because the end game doesn't change. You know how it's
Yeah.
gonna end.
That's
so,
true.
I am playing Nuzlocke right now, an art block.
Oh, okay.
So it's like
which one?
it's like a Nuzlocke.
Uh-huh.
Playing Fire Red.
Oh, okay. So
It's a Nuzlocke, but every mon you catch, you have to draw.
every what?
Every mon that you catch, you have to draw. And if you lose that Pokemon, you have to draw how they die.
Oh, oh, okay. I don't know if you guys know this, but Mark is actually the one that helped create my logo. So
Ooh.
yeah, he
I forgot Mark draws.
He is,
Hey Mark,
oh my
you
gosh.
wanna be open for commissions, bro?
See, I was just about to say, I was
I don't
gonna
even know
facilitate
where to
this,
start
dude.
with that, man.
I was gonna facilitate. I was
I
like,
just need
dude, Mark's an artist, and I was like, David has a business. How about you guys, collaborate
Hey
sometime?
Mark, I just need a Yaoi, Kakashi, and a Tachi, and we're done. That's it. Just knee up. That's it. That's all I need. I just need knee up and some abs on him. That's all about it.
But no, like some of the stuff that Mark has done in like 10 minutes is like more than I can do in like a week or something, like, or I can never,
Yeah.
The talent he has. It's
Yeah.
really good.
It's really just practice, which I really don't have much
And
of right now.
Humble,
which is
man.
why I
Look
did
at
this.
guy.
Practice.
So
I can't
humble.
draw a stick figure.
No, it's
It's just I've been drawing for so long now.
Yeah. I remember back then. I remember seeing your drawings too.
and it's
But
crazy.
I just forgot all about it. Yeah.
It's crazy to see how fast you can come up with those edits and just drawing basically. It doesn't look like you sketched it. It just looks like you went straight for it, and I don't know. It boggles my mind. Like I requested the what is it, the logo from Mark, and it took him like a couple hours, and then I just had like.
Do you remember he made tokens?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
He drew tokens
Yes.
and
Yes.
Gore's tokens and all
Yes.
these. I forgot he drew that. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like, that's just
Forgot about
crazy to me. Yeah, I think I still have one somewhere.
I think I
the
still have them. I think.
scapegoats,
Yeah, the
too.
scapegoats.
Yeah.
I have the scapegoats, and it has our little names on it and whatnot. Our little
Yeah.
flares.
Colors.
It's crazy.
Oh, it was funny because I remember where we were like, dude, we could probably make money off these Gores tokens.
Yeah.
but not only that,
We went to once and we were like showing our binders and
Yeah.
the guy was like looking at the token, took it out and was like, Oh, you put it back in.
He's like, no, I don't want that.
Like,
Oh man, that's so funny. Man,
So we are at the 10-minute mark.
we are 10 minutes count. So
Yeah.
okay, it's crazy. That's why I like this this platform. It's something where like now you guys don't actually have to be here. I mean, I wish you guys were here, but you don't have to. And we could still talk like this, and it flies, man.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah, I can't believe it's been 2 hours.
yeah, like just getting to talk to you guys again, it means like so much.
Yeah.
'Cause,
We didn't even get to like everything at
No,
all.
no,
Like
I
not
mean-
even close. This is just the beginning
and this is basically just like,
conversation, yeah.
hey, what's up,
of yeah, pretty much.
So
And so all the people who want to be part of our group, this is all you get. This is all
yeah,
we
for
did.
now, I hope to have you guys on again, hopefully with a better connection.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know what went wrong,
Mhm.
but yeah, it's cool that I got to test this out with you guys, especially you
definitely.
guys. Because it's so much. It's so easy for you guys to talk with each other, to talk with me, and
Mhm.
it's basically the time kind of, or the channel kind of just runs itself. I just like
Yeah.
pick two people that I think would conversate well, and then you guys just talk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You just like instigate some questions.
Yeah,
just here
I
and there.
interject.
It's not
I
too
mean,
bad.
I kind of interject a lot, but
It's fine. It happens.
That's okay. That's what you're supposed to do.
yeah,
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know. I just I watch it back sometimes, and I'm just like, oh my god, shut up, Mark. Me, not him, not him.
I kind of wish I had a little more energy. Like right now, I'm
No,
feeling like a zombie.
I
happens,
get
yeah.
it. I get it.
May
man.
actually pointed it out, and I'm like, oh, crap. I know.
This is not what you usually get with Mark. He's much more livelier, but he has to wake up in like what, 4 hours? About 4 hours.
Yeah.
So you'll get
3.
you'll get a little nap before that.
All right, so we're gonna introduce a segment called speedrun questions to each other. So Mark, what made you choose nursing over dentist?
Ooh,
Oh,
good question.
Let's see. I felt like I was at a dead end with the dental assisting job.
Mhm.
I was making good money, but I had to travel,
Yeah.
so that was the bad part. The
Okay.
good part is I met Joe because I was traveling,
Oh,
Mhm.
that's awesome.
And
and
who's Joe?
yeah, and what's that?
Who's Joe?
My husband.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Do you want to hear a funny story?
What's that?
So back then at the time, right? Me and your sister had a hunch, a small
Yeah,
hunch.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
small
sure.
hunch. No, only it wasn't because like anything. It was because she was looking for a video or something on your computer, and
Mhm.
she found your Yaoi collection. I was like, okay. Like I didn't
Yaoi.
care, no judgment or anything, right?
Yeah.
And then she was like, why is there naked anime guys? I'm like, oh, that's the thing. That's it. I was
Wait,
like,
I didn't collect.
not collect,
yaoi.
but she said she found like a folder of like anime guys, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's good.
It's all not his.
Yeah, it was my computer, so
Anyway,
something like that. But yeah,
I don't think I had. Anyway,
no, yeah,
yeah. Not a lot of people were saying like they had a hunch or anything like that,
Mhm.
but I'm glad I had friends who
yeah. Your
didn't
support
really.
system back then.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You mind
Some
if
people
I
are not as fortunate.
ask a
Oh, yeah.
personal question?
Go ahead.
Sure.
Shoot.
What took you so long to let us know?
Honestly, it was for the most part fear
Mhm.
because, all right, like I was saying, I don't keep a lot of friends,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that would destroy me if I lost the only friends that I had.
true.
And yeah, that's really what kept me in the closet.
Yeah,
But after I found Joe, I was more comfortable, and
Mhm.
I would always have him,
yeah.
and
good.
I was comfortable to let people in my life again.
Mhm.
Because in those, what is it? After I left Riverside,
Mhm.
I kind of cut contact with everybody, almost everybody,
Almost everybody.
and I just wanted to focus on myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
good. Mhm.
focused on school. I wanted to get a good career going. Nursing school was that for me,
Oh,
That's
okay.
it.
and now here I am.
Nice.
Yeah, living your best life right now.
Well, yeah.
is good.
I
Yeah.
mean, it did take a while, and
May.
Hold on.
Did you?
We kind of did.
There was, like I said, there was a hunch because you weren't really secretive about it. You just didn't talk about it.
Yeah.
Nah.
So, honestly, I'm glad that you did.
Mhm.
And I'd hate to think that it was that you felt that our friendship was that flimsy,
Fragile.
or
Flimsy,
fragile, yeah.
Mm.
So, but I'm glad it
Yeah.
turned out that way, and yeah, I mean, ride or die, man. So,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
To be fair, I didn't have anybody else who I could relate to, so
Yeah, that's true actually.
only like social media and how people come out and
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
that goes.
Mhm.
So that's like, I guess their fear became mine.
yeah. And that could, I mean, with social media nowadays, it's you're basically living vicariously through so many people,
Mhm.
Exactly.
and you might not even think that, but their experiences start to become your experiences, mentally,
Mhm.
So it's just like I understand how that could, especially with social media being very new
Mhm.
around that time, because all we had was basically Instagram and Facebook. Yeah, it can be tough. So I'm glad you worked past that.
Oh yeah. I'm with
I'm
that.
glad to.
Yeah. All right.
All right, next speed question, go.
Oh, I thought you had another one. That's why you're
I
like,
know.
Oh, am I keeping it?
yeah.
ASL.
Oh, here, I got one for you, Tata.
All right, go for it.
All right. Oh, wait, let me before we call David Tata because
Oh
of
yeah,
his last
we
name.
should have started with
Yeah, we should have started with that.
They can't say David.
Yeah, we
It's
can't.
like,
I
never
can't
happens.
for the life of me call him by David. I did earlier, but then it felt so wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Mark,
not right.
we used to call Mark Seiji. I think he grew up from that.
Yeah,
now we
I'm
call
just
him
Mark
Paper
now.
Ninja. And you can see that I actually used to go by Specs, if people didn't know that. But I kind of adapted to like my name, my full name. I always thought my full name was kind of weird, but yeah, that was.
But now it's unique.
yeah, it's
and nobody else
unique.
has it.
Exactly. All right, so Tata,
Go for it.
where do you see your business going in the future?
I'm honestly taking for goals of the brand, I'm only taking it, I would say, month by month, because
Okay.
I'm not gonna try to. Well, first off, I quit my full-time job
Oh, nice.
to do this full time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
Nice.
actually, there's no going back for me right now. So it's all in or not. I gave myself some goals for the year. If I don't hit the goals, then I'll go back to being a chef, which is no problem. But because chef job isn't hard to find.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I have set goals. If I can reach the goal within this year, then my next plans is to get bigger. Because the thing is, I'm not trying to, copy Supreme or Off-White and stuff like that. Because I've been listening to a lot of podcasts with Bobby Hundreds.
Sorry, I just want to say that Supreme Shandaru shirt, I kind of wanted one of those, but they're sold out in my size. But go ahead.
Yeah, we got 2XL. Yeah, we're never restocking those ever again. That was a fluke. Okay, anyways. And then, what do you call it? So, yeah, I've been inspired by Bobby Hundreds because he was born and raised in Riverside. And how his journey started, from his garage to where he's at. That's my goal. My goal is to one day run a brand on its own, pretty much, without being actually running it. The biggest thing is Senpai Squad opened up a weeb retail,
Okay.
right? Like storefront, and their goal is to be the new Hot Topic Spencers of
Oh, wow.
of America.
So kind of like box lunch.
Yeah.
But for
Like
anime.
basically, yeah. So that's their goal. But the thing is, the merchandise in the store isn't going to be, like some China produced shirts or whatever like that. He'll actually reach out to this community that we have already
Oh, cool.
for their clothes to be in storefronts.
Oh.
Pretty
So
much.
it's
Yeah.
like a live Etsy.
Yes, yeah. So you walk in, you see like real big customization of a lot of different weeb stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean that's the big picture goal.
Yikes! I have so much more questions now that I don't know why we lead
All right,
with
last
that.
question for Mark. When's the second kid coming?
Ooh.
Ooh.
If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm
good.
not in a rush to do anything, and I'm enjoying my time.
Yeah, because I'm about to, my plan is to pop a baby next year.
Let's well, go ahead. You
catch
first.
up, you know what I'm saying? You do you. Time will tell.
All right. So, with that, the podcast is coming to an end. I'd like to thank you guys for joining me. I really do appreciate taking the time just to hop on for 2 hours. I hope we can do this again soon.
Definitely.
It was fun.
I do miss you guys. So
Yes.
I hope you guys stay safe. I love you guys.
Love you.
I want to thank chat. Thank you guys for joining us, meeting these two amazing people in my life. And just basically just asking those questions because,
Definitely.
whenever we run out of things to talk, we kind of didn't, but we have you guys to fall back on, and that's what I love. So don't forget to like the video.
Comment on the
comment
video.
Anything.
Comment what we need to fix.
Subscribe, click that bell, and give me an awa.
Give it subscribe. Yeah, and don't forget to share the trailer to friends that could subscribe. So until next time, see you guys later.
I'm
Good night.
Tata. Night.
Yeah.